evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome again. I know someone, you have noticed the resolution of this camera is a little different from the one I used last 2 days. And it's because the first camera I had a problem, had an issue, started making misbehavior, and the technicians looking into the problem. That's why I'm using an old camera. And in fact, this is a phone I'm using now. It's not a camera now. This is a phone I'm using now. And I would really want to communicate to you. It doesn't matter. But the camera is coming back. Don't worry. Everything will be fixed out well as it's supposed to. What I'm trying to say today in this episode is a very simple thing. That God can use anything despisable. He confirms the wisdom of the wise to make sure his agenda is put in place. That is why I really saw breakthrough in so many times when people of low caliber, God now has accessed them for use. And you can bear with me, many times people who think they know a lot of God find themselves not really knowing God, because you can't be familiar with God's principle. There is a time in the Bible, in the book of the Old Testament, Exodus and Deuteronomy, God would appear to Moses like wind. Sometimes he would appear like fire. Sometimes he would appear like cloud. Sometimes he would appear in different forms of beings. Now, there is no way they could get used to God, because they won't know how will he come today. He comes in different forms. Sometimes he doesn't look like he's around, God himself. But then in the final end, you will discover that God used the despised people so much more than the ones that look like they have understood God himself. And I came to realize from this point that even me, there is a place I should sit down and wait for God to operate. Even you, there is a place you should sit down and wait God to order your steps, to order your steps. To the left either or to the right shall you move. He says, and I will order the steps of the righteous. So to the left and to the right, you will move according to his direction. Sometimes we need just to wait for God to order. And this is what some of the parts happened in South Africa, the SCOAN outreach mission that took place in Gallagher Convention Center. All of you who went there, it was like, I think that when I read comments of this episode, I get rejuvenated that God can do much more than the expectation of people who expect from him. What's the meaning of this? When God is now in action, after he knows there's no option you have, he comes in a different dimension for you to work out in a better way. May your days be numbered for victory only. It doesn't matter what the enemies would speak. And this one even knows so many people who are dismissed Pastor Evelyn, and she remained in the closet. The faith of that woman of God is not a joker, because she, despite all this noise, she maintained one thing, that God is coming my way. She maintained it, that this one is God speaking. When all the prophets would come in and be saying, oh, what, this, that, she was hearing from God straight away. And this is exactly what takes place in different forms. I want to thank God for you. I want to thank God for your mission. I want to thank God for your work. Everywhere you move, may God raise your standard in every form. In the name of Jesus Christ. May God bless you. May God stand with you. I see you next time in the next episode. I'm Timothy Prophet.